Hello, I'm Black Marvin. I'm a progressive psychedelic trance artist. I'm a professional sound designer, and I'm also a teacher for electronic music production. This is going to be a different video. You can see my hands talking and that flat lay look. This is going to be more of an ASMR vibe. But honestly, it's not something I'm going to do a lot, but this setup just makes sense for what I'm going to show today. It's going to be a very unique experiment. So welcome to the Spectrafreak Experiment. First, let me explain the routing. So, I was gonna say it all starts with the MicroFreak, but not truly. It depends how you look at it. It could start here, it could start here. Depends what you want to see. I think I'm gonna start here with the Erae expressive controller and looper. This is the Erae2. This is sending some CV signal. This is sending CV to the trigger, so the gate. And also this is sending, pitch information. So with this, I'm controlling two things. I'm triggering notes. There's nothing under pressure right now, but I'm controlling notes and I'm controlling pitch as well, obviously. So with this setup, I can play with the keyboard, send information. Just gonna adjust the decay. I have some fine pitch tuning possibility. It could be even more sensitive, but right now it's medium sensitivity. So that's really nice from the start. So that's the MIDI part of it. Now there's this Moog Spectravox, which is really nice, let's be honest. And I've been wanting to do this video for a very long time. But basically this is a semi-modular analog spectral processor. It has 10 bands, filter, and you can adjust the cutoff here. I'm not going to show all the knobs. That's not today's point. But for sure you'll see me work with this cutoff knob. This is moving all the bands. It's a lot of fun. So this is moving all the bands. You have individual controls here with all the bands. You can have some CV interactions, which I'm not going to do today. Also, you're going to probably see me tweak the decay, resonance, and the pulse width if we switch the wave mode. And spoiler alert, we're going to do it. But the big thing, today's big point is we are going to run the Spectravox as a vocoder. I say vocoder with quote unquote, because truly it's not going to be a vocoder per se. Well, the way I use it's not, because it all comes down to this little guy right here. So the big thing is that there's this guy. It's the MicroFreak by Arturia, and you can see that it's on hold right now. So I am sending some signal constantly. Actually, you can see here with this red light, this is showing that it's receiving signal. You can hear it one time, but right now it's constantly blasting a saw wave right now. You're going to see as it goes along, I'm going to change the incoming signal, and this is going to change the texture that is coming inside the Spectravox. So I'm just going to put a very long decay so I don't have to re-trigger it too much. So, you hear just a little change, but right now I was in this basic waveform, just changing the waveform a bit, but you can see that there's a relationship between the two, and you can hear the difference because I'm going to switch from the vocoder to filterbank, which filterbank is your regular Spectravox internal oscillator. All right, so different. Next thing I wanted to show, this filter here. So filtering the incoming signal obviously changes the result. But honestly, since it's a pre-filter, it's nice. It changes the sound, but it's not necessarily where the fun is. But we're getting there. So we're gonna change the type to, we're gonna skip Superwave, and now it's Wavetable. There's some Fractal Sounds Wavetable in there. If you need some Wavetables for your MicroFreak, the link is in the description. So just going to change. So now I'm going to skip from table to table. I'm going to tweak the tables as well. All right, so now you could be like, okay, that's cool. It definitely sounds like 50 Shades of Saw Wave. And I'd be like, yeah, you could be right. But it's still cool. It's still different textures. And also, once again, what's really cool too is we can start messing a bit with the filter. I'm going to spend a bit of time here. You can tweak per band, or you can tweak the cutoff as well. And it changes the character as well. All right, so really cool right now, a bit of resonance. You can see, well, I don't know if you can see really well, but there's some bands are pushing, some bands are not. But it's all really cool. That's the point here. Now, also, another thing, you know, like we said, it's pretty much 50 Shades of Saw right now, but if we switch to Pulse, we have different textures. Like I said, so far 50 Shades of Saw. Wavetables are nice, but it's still in the realm of Saw Wave. Nothing too crazy. But now, if we go a bit more into crazy, let's try the Armo algorithm. All right, so a bit like, you know, it's not FM, but a bit like FM, when you change the information of the modulating wave, you get a different texture. So here, don't see it as like pitch information anymore, but really as texture information. So moving on to a bit more intense. Let's see how the signal reacts. So really cool feature here with the Erae2 controller. This is a Arpeggiator. That was nice. It was just like cycling on 1 octave actually. So maybe on 3. So also it's like that stretchy manipulation combination of all that is that it's just so gorgeous. So this is format. I'm going to do a quick check on how this one sounds. It almost sounds liquidish, right? So let's do a quick check on noise. So let's get a bit like less filtered. Once again, we're not reinventing the sound of the Spectravox because it always sounds like this alien machine, right? But we're shaping it. Now it all leads up to this. I'm currently at the 8 grain algorithm, okay? And this is what I'm gonna use. So now we are feeding granular texture, and you'll see it's important to choose a proper octave for your input, because if it's too low, it's not creating a proper signal. So we can try different octaves. But what we have so far is pretty good. Alright, so I could spend hours playing with the granular, but the point was to show the relationship with the grain size and how it relates to the input inside the Spectravox. I'll leave you with definitely one of my favorite setups. So it's like a Wavetable here. It's Wavetable 9. I'll put the link in the description for which one it is. And with a super cool Arpeggiator on the Erae2. Just gives a super nice setup. And also, I kept it dry voluntarily. So that's it for today. That's pretty much the experiment I wanted to demonstrate. If you're interested in this, I'm going to do a sampling session on my channel very soon. So, don't forget to like, subscribe so you don't miss this nice stream I'm going to do. So I'm going to sample all this, might even try some other input signals. So have fun experimenting with your synths.